and I showed that a Mexican warrior is here to stay, and even better things are coming up next.
Pitbull Cruz is indeed coming. Gifted with an iron chin, a single-minded will to win, and a love for fan-friendly battle, the sky seems to be the limit for the young emerging star.
Un gran peleador de mucho corazón, es un peleador que no tiene mucha técnica, pero tiene mucho ímpetu, pega fuerte.
Pitbull Cruz gave Gervonta Tank Davis the fight of his life in taking him the full 12-round distance and coming close to pulling off a major upset.
I had never seen a Gervonta that was passive, almost afraid, really. So we were able to take him out of his comfort zone, and I'm proud of the fact that we were able to do just that.
That performance from Pitbull Cruz made an overnight sensation in the US, and now is knocking on the door of next-level stardom and looking to see who will give him that big opportunity to rock the boxing world even further. Pitbull Cruz has won his last 3 fights since his loss to Tank Davis in December 2021. Cruz stopped Yuriorkis Gamboa in 5 rounds, then blew out Eduardo Ramirez in 2 rounds.
There's a huge left hand.
In an exciting WBC and WBA lightweight title eliminator, Mexico's own narrowly secured a victory over previously undefeated Giovanni Cabrera via split decision.
He thought it was my birthday, so many huggings that he was giving me during the fight. He was hugging me all night.
After the fight, Pitbull Cruz called out Gervonta Davis, saying he wants to fight him again.
We want the rematch with Gervonta Davis.
Isaac Cruz is one of the hottest, yet unproved boxing talents today. The third-generation boxer from Mexico City represents a family of fighters and started training at the age of 7. He had a lot of talent as a kid, and he began competing in amateur fights.
To fight me, you really have to have the merits to fight me.
After a successful amateur career, in 2015, he decided to go pro. A 16-year-old Cruz debuted in March 2015, winning by way of 90-second stoppage. Nicknamed the Pitbull for his all-action approach, Cruz stopped Ivan Basurto in April 2017, then finished Dunis Lennon in 3 rounds that July, before battling to a 6-round draw with Jose Kale Icac in September. That November, he stopped Ricardo Juan Saenz. The Pitbull stopped 3 of 4 opponents in 2018, including a 3rd-round TKO over former world title challenger Jose Felix Jr. After amassing a professional record of 19 wins and 1 lose, Cruz took on former world title contender Diego Magdaleno on the undercard of Gervonta Davis vs. Santa Cruz on October 31, 2020 at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Cruz took just 53 seconds to stop Magdaleno in the first round of the bout. In his next fight on March 13, 2021, Cruz took on Jose Matias Romero in a WBA lightweight title eliminator. The impressive run set Cruz up for a mega bout versus boxing superstar and 5-time world champion Gervonta Tank Davis.
Have both been described as mini Mike Tysons. Isaac Cruz because of his punching power, and we know what Gervonta Davis brings to the ring.
Gervonta Davis had originally been slated to face Rolando Romero on December 5, 2021.
He was not some guy who's a short notice opponent. He was preparing for Tank.
Not too many boxers can survive 12 rounds with Gervonta Davis, but Isaac Cruz survived and impressed the boxing world on December 5, 2021.
Sí, claro. Of course, you know how I know I hurt him? Because he was trying to embrace me, he was trying to grab me when he was hurt, and it was evident.
The fight was a tightly contested affair, resulting in the second loss of Cruz's professional career. Cruz rebounded from his loss against Davis on April 16, 2022, when he knocked down former unified featherweight champion Yuriorkis Gamboa multiple times en route to a 5th-round technical knockout victory.
And one of the best fighters here in the lightweight division.
On September 4, 2022, Cruz delivered yet another highlight reel knockout, stopping Eduardo Ramirez in the 2nd round.
I was ready to win it at all costs for my family, my wife, my kid, and what best to win it for here in front of all the LA fans.
In an exciting WBC and WBA lightweight title eliminator, Pitbull Cruz narrowly secured a victory over previously undefeated Gervonta Cavalry via split decision.
I think he thought it was my birthday. So many huggings that he was giving me during the fight. He was hugging me all night.
The 5'4", 25-year-old Cruz wants to catapult himself and get another crack at Davis following their spirited slugfest.
I won the rematch against Gervonta Davis. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to show everybody why I deserve to face him once again.
Cruz has been dubbed the Mexican Mike Tyson, after being inspired by Tyson's power and style. Cruz's tenacity and power punching have made him a rising star in the sport as he closes in on a world lightweight title that could catapult him toward stardom. With his popularity growing in the sport by the day, Cruz is someone who has maintained the hunger to be someone in life in boxing.
Cruz is a certified Mexican warrior from Mexico City.
Cruz is known for his power, aggression, and experience. He is a hard worker with a solid chin, and his style is sure to make for an exciting fight. Cruz is 5'4" inches tall with a reach of 63 inches. Cruz has knocked out 17 of his 28 opponents so far. His KO ratio currently stands at 60.7%. Of his total 25 wins, 17 of them have been via KO. Of his total 17 KO wins, 13 were in the early rounds and 4 in the mid-rounds. He has 7 first-round KO wins. Cruz is a proud Mexican warrior and looks to further the nation's already well-known boxing prowess by getting into the ring with the best in the division and taking them down. In Mexico, boxing can seem like more of a birthright, a notion embodied by the Cruz family, where 3 generations steeped in the same sport. Cruz Sr., a man who spent his life in the fight game and understands what must now be implemented in order for his namesake to shock the world. Pitbull managed to rack up an 18-fight unbeaten streak until he faced current lightweight champion Gervonta Davis in 2021. Since losing to Tank Davis, Pitbull Cruz has beaten Yuriorkis Gamboa, Eduardo Ramirez and previously undefeated Gervonta Cavalry.
Un gran peleador, un peleador de mucho corazón, es un peleador que no tiene mucha técnica, pero tiene mucho ímpetu, pega fuerte. Le dio una gran pelea a Gervonta Davis, que parece ser que no quiere una revancha, no lo quiere ver ni tantito ni en pintura. Y creo que
if Pitbull Cruz wants to be taken seriously by fans as a worthy opponent for Tank Davis again, he needs to beat high-level fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia or Vasily Lomachenko.
Your message to Pitbull is what?
If you want to make a big fight, big business, make good money, potentially set up a bigger fight, let's run it.
Promoted by Manny Pacquiao's MP Promotions and guided by longtime Pacquiao advisor Sean Gibbons, Cruz is knocking on the door of next-level stardom and looking to see who will give him that big opportunity to rock the boxing world even further.